Okay, let's get back to the continuing adventures of Hardcore Leon. I think I should have some Queen or something playing in the background as I say that. Then again, that will be a guaranteed way to get this video monetized, and not for me. Yeah, if I'm not making cash off this, I'm sure it's not like anyone else. God damn, I got headbutted by a peanut monster. Run, Leon, run! Such is my life. What if it is existence at this point? Splashing around in other people's excrements, randomly headbutted by phallic-shaped monstrosities. As I slowly open a door, apparently the monster's mine though. He's a sport like that, he'll wait. I suppose there's always that. At least he is a sport. Hey guys, welcome back. Now I took a little break. The usual stuff, food, tea, that sort of thing. Spent some time talking to my lovely lady. I'm going to finish off the sewer section. I've decided that, as much as part of me is thinking this is a bad idea, I am not, and I do repeat, not, hey buddy, going to save before the Birkin fight. Because at the end of the day, it really is, it's not even a fight, it's a set piece, a gimmick. There should basically be no way I could mess it up. I know, famous last words, right? But I'm fairly confident that I can do what needs to be done. So I'm just going to wing it. But first we have to go back to the RCPD once again to gather up the last few items that have eluded me. Because if we don't, it will slowly drive me crazy. I'm not going to lie, genuinely will drive me nuts if I don't go back and pick up the goodies I know are waiting for me. Speaking of which, get that. Then the jazz poster, which gives us the code we've already entered into the thing upstairs, because we already know what it does. So why would we wait? And I really hope my volume is low enough that all this isn't getting picked up, because if I have to screen this out, it's going to be about an hour's worth of editing. I'd much prefer just be able to plug everything in, hit record and go, you know? Oh dear. Oh, there's still ammo down here. Okay, we need to remember, leave inventory space to pick that up on your way back. But yeah, speaking of plugging things in, I am debating what to upgrade to next in terms of graphics card. Because although I'm having basically no issues whatsoever, other than a bit of stuttering if I have the graphics settings too high while recording. That's my major issue. In terms of gameplay, I can have things looking absolutely lovely. I've got all this setup plugged into my television, so at the moment there's no point me being, able to go above 1080p, because that's all I could actually physically see on my display. It's more to do, as I say, maintaining performance while recording is my major issue. Hence I'm now starting to debate about doing a little bit of an upgrade, because I'm actually running this off a 980. I believe was the, that's how long it's been, I don't even remember the number properly. But I'm reasonably certain I bought a 980 in the end, and that's what I'm running this off. And that's the same graphics card that's been installed since I first built this PC. So yeah, I think I'm due a tune-up. From what I've observed so far, I'm thinking a 1070 Ti. That looks like it'll have the grunt within the price range that I'm looking for. Because again, I don't have the physical ability to determine what the game would look like above 1080, so that's not really even a consideration. I just want something that will handle the performance issues. That's my major concern. So everything else is fine. So I regularly upgrade things like my RAM and all the rest of it, so that's not an issue. I've got plenty of space in that regard. CPU should still be good for another couple of years, since that was one of the things I did splurge out on to get an absolutely cutting edge one when I originally constructed this. So I've got a few more years left before that probably needs an upgrade or a replacement. Motherboard should be fine likewise, again for another couple of years at least. That's always the major one, isn't it? When it comes to, again, only people who do anything to do with their own PCs will have any idea what I'm talking about here. That's always the killer, isn't it? The bloody motherboard. When it comes time to replace that, you have to reinstall basically everything all over again. Strip the thing apart and build it from scratch, basically. And here we have some of the incidents I was talking about. Again, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but my screen is actually juddering slightly. Interesting enough, it doesn't seem to affect the recording, which is what baffles me. So whatever source Shadowplay is recording this from, it's absolutely fine. What I'm actually seeing displayed on the screen judders and shakes every now and again, which is starting to irritate me. And it only happens when I'm recording at the same time. If I'm just playing through this on my own, I can have the settings a lot higher than this and have no performance issues. So yeah. I need to quickly check to make sure my audio... Oh yes, of course, my audio is now slightly out of sync, so... probably fix that, shouldn't I? Okay. That should fix all the aforementioned issues. And yes, we've now got all the different goodies. We're going to go develop this roll of film. Now, the add-on I just got for the Lightning Hawk, I'm not going to do anything with just yet. Probably just going to leave that stuck in the box until I actually get around to using the Magnum. Which, depending on how things go in the labs, may not be until the final fight, actually. I may genuinely not use it until I get down to the final encounter with Mr. X. Which might not be necessary, is all I'm saying. Okay, so let's develop this now. There we are. Oh my. Now the question is, did Wesker get his hands on this, or did Miss Chambers give this film to him? Because, you know, that's one way to get ahead in life. The eternal debate. Anyway, let's crack on. What was I even doing? I need to go... press room, I believe it is, for the next one? For the next bonus item? We used to be certain that's... yeah, that's right. They should still be... even with the walking, they should still be the fastest way of getting there. I do believe. Since we had to double back to go get the photograph, you know. Right. I'm going to keep walking so that avoids the zombie coming out of the office in case I need to go back this way, which I don't think I will. Even as I'm saying this, I'm thinking, probably won't need to. Probably just wasted time entirely there, but... nah, well, it's fine. It also gives me time to mentally track out how I want to do this. Am I going to loop around the back way? Because that's probably going to be easiest. Since I left a whole bunch of zombies alive in that corner down there, didn't I? It changes from playthrough to playthrough what I actually do. So I'm trying to mentally track this out. What I've done here versus what I would have done in various other playthroughs on my own. It's probably a good example of why you shouldn't replay a game as you're LPing it. Because you end up in this situation. Oh dear. More of the local drunks, clearly. Hanging onto the bench for support. Yeah, there they are. They should never see me though, so I should be fine. It's zombie. He's busy licking that non-existent window. Is that like a step down from a regular window licker, I wonder? There's not a window there for you to lick. No, well. Yes, we now have flamer fuel. But wait, flamer fuel? For what? As if we didn't already know. It's a rather relaxed Sunday morning on which I'm recording this, by the way, in case you're wondering why I seem a little lethargic. Because yes, I stayed up basically all night, doing one thing or another. Left the game running, which was probably a tremendously bad idea and it's going to cost me a fortune in energy mills. And then picked up now, after a short nap. So yeah, I'm thoroughly exhausted. I took all that. Need that. Don't need anything else for the immediate future, I don't think. Other than the dongle. Well, the badge, actually. That should be good to go. Okay. Okay. You know, the sewers is probably the least interesting bit of the entire game, if I'm perfectly honest. It's not particularly difficult, it's not even particularly convoluted. Convoluted the right word I want it? The point is, there's not a lot of complexity to it, is what I'm really going at. It's sort of run round in one big circle, get all the things, get on the cable car, and that's that. And the labs basically feature you running back and forth along very linear paths to get access to the central hub, which then takes you to the end bit of the game. It's a shame, really, because the first opening bit here, where you are in the RCPD, it's got you, moving around up and down different levels and looping back and forth on yourself and all the rest of it. It's actually very complex and very well designed. Well, complex again may not be entirely the right word. There is a bit of interest to it in that regard. Let's grab this. Then walking so zombie boy in there doesn't bother coming out. Not that it'd really be much of an issue at this point, but I'd rather avoid the complication. Because I'm going to try going this way, because I never bother going this way when I play A side. And the more I thought about it, the more I realised perhaps I should. Because this probably works out quicker, depending on whether or not there's a swamp monster down here or not. Which I generally don't know if there will be. I know there is on B. There's always like a swamp creature in here somewhere. But I've never come down this way on A, so I'm entirely uncertain. Oh, zombie. Zombie. Okay, so we've got multiple zombies. This room's easily big enough, I could probably cut into one side of it and then just run around them. Well, let's do that, shall we? That should be far enough. Round we go. Oh, there's another one of you. No, that's fine. A couple of shots to stun you. And around we go. Yeah. I think, rather than having to, risk expending self-defense items to get around, big willies babbies. 3 shots to stun a zombie to get around him, that's probably a better turnout overall. And my picture is stuttering like a son of a bitch again. It probably means that, let's check. Yes, my audio is now out of sync. Great. In case you're wondering how I know, that's part of the setup I've got. That I can see how things are tracking against each other. Which means I'm going to have to re-edit this later on to put my audio back in sequence, because it's now probably going to be anywhere up to 3 seconds ahead of what you're actually seeing on screen. Because it jumps around. Unless I pause everything and reset it yet again. Which I'm probably going to do. Okay. There may or may not have been a gap there where I basically had to tab out and change everything over. Depends how well I edited it. If I did it properly, you may have noticed only the slightest juddering on the screen, where I cut out all the crap I did in between. If not, I apologise. Now, what else do I need? I can bring that and that. And puzzle. I need to remind myself what this was actually. That just tells you there is a puzzle, doesn't it? Okay. This is the clue though. Rook and knight are on the same wall. Bishop and queen aren't next to each other. Queen and rook are opposite. Right, so I remember right, that should be on the right hand side of the wall. King, queen, pawn. And then on the other side, knight, rook, bishop. Again, we'll see how good my memory is. Because on Claire's version of the game, whether you're playing A or B, this is different, if I remember right. So let's try. Then that should be pawn still. This needs to be moved across because it's in the wrong place to start with. Which always throws me. It's a bit of unnecessary trickery on the game's behalf, I think. Let me plug the rook in there, and the bishop should go in the final slot, and that should be that. Am I right? I'm right. Excellent. Okay.
Okay. Almost there, Ada.
Gross. Right. I know it's low-hanging fruit, so what? Anything else in here apart from the switch that we... Oh, yes! Oh. Just an ink ribbon, that's a little disappointing. I have to go drop that in the box now. Just because I can't, for the life of me, bring myself to avoid it. Or to leave it, is what I meant, more accurately. Okay. Need to put a bunch of stuff away and then decide exactly what I'm doing in terms of combat. I should be able to get away with just the pistol, and I may take the easy route and use the flamethrower actually. Against G monsters, flame attacks are pretty damn effective, especially the flamethrower actually. Flame rounds from the grenade launcher that Claire uses, pretty effective. Continuous damage plus damage over time from the flamethrower, however, my god, that's beautiful. It'll down Birkin, at least in this phase, pretty damn quick. Which again, considering the gimmick we're employing, is going to be pretty damn useful. I am debating whether or not I can make use of a certain strategy for the final time that Leon, at least, will encounter Mr. Birkin. Because we're playing on PC. Some of you already know what I'm talking about, some people don't. That and that. There we go. You know, the very first time I played this, I completely guessed that first time. I was ridiculously impressed with myself. Well, that was uncalled for. Right, as long as we keep moving, we should. And of course, I've managed to mistime this. So I'm going to get hit every single time. Based on prior experience, aren't I? Really? What even pushed me towards the claw? I'm genuinely curious, game. How do we explain that one? Ow! Yeah. I have found, I don't know if it's just, well, self-fulfilling prophecy kind of things, but I found if you get hit even once during those claw attacks, you're probably going to get hit by every single bloody one of them afterwards. There we go. Birkin's down. And keep running towards the corner, because there we go. Very nice of him to let us out, wasn't it? Ironically, if he was a bit more human, instead had a bit of a brain, he could have left us in there to burn. Kind of a good thing he's a monster and intent on squishing us himself. Squishing us himself, rather. Words, how do they work, right? Alright, just grab all the goodies in the meanwhile. While the crane's busy swinging around. Give you a quick blast. Okay, I call bullshit on that game. Quite really I do. Alright. Get you a bit further over here, please. Okay, not even sure what touched me there, but why not? There we go, I'll put you down. Activate button. Receive cutscene. Health's not doing too bad so far. Having the damage resistance definitely helps for those bullshit moments when the game decides you take damage despite clearly not being touched by anything. Probably one of my big complaints about the movement in this game is that you move okay, fine, sure, why not, that you move at arctic speeds even in life or death situations, and you quite often take damage you shouldn't have taken. Right, I mean, okay, that one was my fault. I'll give you that, game. There we go. Yep, that's fight over. Hooray for flamethrower, right? Well, and he should be far enough away because he's facing backwards. Even if he attempts to do this, that should still get him. Nice. I mean, I was a little bit concerned there when he went straight into the charge. Charge definitely not the one you want. Bye, Blinky. You have fun down there. Yeah, of all the attacks he can do, for God's sake. I keep forgetting to turn that off. Yeah, once again, that would be my little brother. Just randomly launching and closing and launching games. I assume he's trying to install a mod of some sort. Because he keeps closing and opening the game repeatedly. Either that, or he's recognised that I'm online and he's just trying to annoy me by making his user tag pop up in my video. Which again, I wouldn't put past him.
Come on. Ada! Ada, where are you?
Over here!
Ada! I was getting worried there for a sec.
I can't get it out.
Oh my.
Just do it. I can't walk like this.
No, you're gonna bleed to death.
Okay.
Anyone who's taken a basic first aid course knows this is a terrible idea. Especially if you didn't tourniquet first. That's a puncture wound to the thigh.
Just
Pretty major
relax,
arteries
okay?
through there.
So, what do we do now?
Get yourself out of here. Well, you still can.
I'm not just gonna leave you. Not like this.
You don't understand. The situation's worse than I thought.
You're not getting rid of me that easy. You protected me. Now it's my turn.
Didn't realize we were keeping score.
Is this important flirting? Because, you know, zombie apocalypse.
Grab my shoulder.
Don't push it, rookie.
Okay,
Oh, get over
try
yourself.
now. Watch your step.
You want to help? We have to get to the nest.
Nest?
Umbrella's lab, right beneath us. Net let it slip. That's where the virus samples are. You up for this?
I think I could fit it in my schedule.
Come on. We got work to do.
Oh god, just the frozen poly face is just perfect for this. I think so anyhow.
The cable car will take us down to Nest. My wristband's our ticket to ride.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
Borrowed it. Anyway, we're almost there.
Don't we make quite the pair? Both doing exactly the same animation. It's like we've been together for years. Rather than minutes, you know. Anyhow, as soon as we get over to Umbrella headquarters...
Let me carry you.
No. That'd only make me feel worse.
Okay, I guess. We get the point. You don't need no help. Guess we'll leave now then, shall we?
Worse than it looks.
What a pair. Both got one foot in the grave.
What? Oh, right. Yeah. I'm gonna say, these trousers aren't that tight, are they? Oh dear lord, my display is still glitching out. Again, don't know why it is you guys don't see that. Why it didn't show up on the recordings, but I'm eternally grateful for it. Considering I play like hour-long strips at a time. If I ended up having to sit down and re-record, I'd be pissed beyond words. I really would. Yep, audio's already out of sync. Excellent. This, what, half-hour or so video? Probably going to take me about 3 hours to edit because of all of this. Now well. Another couple of cutscenes or so to get through and we're basically done. So, nothing too bad there, I guess.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination.
It's the final tram down to the secret
You know what I was
lab.
thinking? I can't wait for the
But it's
FBI to
weird
raid
that the
Umbrella
plural for
headquarters to take
platypuses
those
is actually
bastards to justice.
platypuses instead of platypi.
But to be clear, you're not working in official capacity. This is a federal case. Once we get the G virus,
Yeah.
I'm back on my own. Hey, Leon. Trust me?
No? No, I don't.
You trust me?
Honestly, if I
The
didn't,
expression
I would
said
be
no.
dead.
Right.
I thought I might need your help, and I was right. If you can secure the G virus, I can make sure what happened in Raccoon City never happens again.
Ada, you said it yourself. It's a federal case. I don't
Leon,
have the authority.
Look at me. I'm alive. liability.
Pretty sure he's been doing that all
If I'm
all
gonna
game
finish
so
this
far.
case, you're the last hope I've got.
I'm not just gonna leave you here. What if you're attacked? What if you need help?
A compelling argument, to be sure. Never underestimate the power of boners, kids.
Fine. Don't worry about me. I gotta see this through. And I want to see you again. I got plenty
Oh,
to
that
live
thigh
for,
touch.
Trust me.
Now,
None of this
arrive
seems
at
manipulative
Nest.
at all.
Go.
Apart from slurring my words, I'm actually leaning on
Please,
my
we
hand
don't
to say
have much
this.
time. You're gonna need this.
It floats.
Okay.
Leon. Counting on you.
I know.
No, you're going to be betrayed so hard. I wonder what happens if you don't have room for the ID braces, actually. Because I know it's like an item box right outside the tram car. I wouldn't have to, like, deposit some items and then turn around and go back and ask her for it. Or if it just teleports you to the box and demands you switch some stuff around. I actually don't know. I'm actually kind of curious now.
For
Might
your
experiment
safety,
with that on another
stand
playthrough.
clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open.
There's something about an umbrella AI talking about my
For your
safety that,
safety, stand
I don't know, it just
clear
makes my
until the
skin
doors are
crawl.
fully open. Welcome
You know?
to Nest.
You know.
Enjoy your visit.
Okay. I wonder where the G-virus is.
Perhaps it's on this computer. The nap room. Oh, I wish my workplace had a nap room. Though I'd never actually leave it. Oh well. Wouldn't be tremendously productive, I suppose. Mr. Lee. See, there you go. Lee knows where it's at. Get all these items while we can. I want to do as much as possible, basically, before I actually officially close the episode. There's less for me to do when we start up again. We can just, crack on with things. Everyone knows I'm known for my for my efficiency. I can't even say it. That I need. That can stay there for a second. In the meanwhile, go grab whatever's left over here, which is shotgun shells, always good. And there should be a map in here somewhere as well. There we are. Okay. I think that means we're good to go. Nothing else in the security room as far as I can recall. Nothing on the laptop, not even a game of Age of Empires to play. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And myself and the injured Mr. Kennedy here. Shall see you all in the next episode. So until then, bye bye now.